So I'm asking, I mean, from being a woman all these years, a lot of times we do that to get the comments from other women. I think, do you guys like weave?
Some of it is nice.
It all depends. I mean, my view on it is do whatever makes you happy. If you like, if you want to wear your hair naturally, cool. If you want to weave it up, that's cool. As long as it's just your personal preference. I don't think every woman who has a weave hates herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's just it's going way too deep with it. It depends on the woman. I've seen women who have natural hair that look beautiful. I've seen women who have weave who look beautiful. It all varies. I don't think it can be one blanket statement and say, I hate all women with weave or I love all women with natural hair. I don't think it's that simple. It's going to vary from case to case. So that's how I see it.
I think in the black community, just from having two girls with long hair, it is an issue at school already, even with my 4-year-old and my 12-year-old. And I do think it comes from home. It's still an issue even today in 2013. She deals with it every day. Even with them, girls walking down the hall and they're whispering, asking if she's biracial or not. To me, that's a problem. Because why does she have to be biracial to have long hair?
Or I think us black girls, we get the assumption that if you're black and you have long hair, you're mixed with Native American or Mexican, or if you are or if you have a brighter skin tone than some other African American girl, you mix with something.
I mean, it is major now more than ever, and it really shouldn't be.
Like
most of this has got to be coming from home.
Like I was in PE.
I agree with that.
I was in PE on Friday morning, and it was this girl. It was these two girls that I sat across from. I wasn't talking to them or anything, and all of a sudden they just hear this. I just overhear them talking about the other girl was saying how brown skins are pulling more than light skins. And
pulling what?
Pulling what?
God.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, this is at school.
And
this is 7th grade, huh?
7th grade.
It was John and this girl. Oh,
that's all right.
Listen to them.
Hey, they might, but this is my show. I don't care. Go.
And this girl named Neela, and they were saying how brown skins pull more than light skins, and the other girl was saying no, they don't, and the other girl was saying yeah because, and the girl that was saying yeah they do because it was this girl named Imani, and that she had more boys liked her, and the other girl was saying because she brown skinned and all that, and then they were saying the girl that started the conversation was saying if you see Megan Good on TV and compare her to another actress, who you see more? You see Megan Good, and she's brown skinned. And while I was sitting there, the girl was pointing to me like that brown skin, and I was just sitting there. I didn't say anything.
You should have said, why you pointing at me?
No, I just looked at her like, what?
But this is the stuff they talk about in class?
It was in PE while we were sitting there waiting for the next thing to continue before we went outside.
And see, we talk about these things at home. This is, I just think it's crazy. And this is coming off of, I'm sure everybody saw the documentary, Dark Girls
I think that's
on
how
TV.
it really, I think that's really how it came up because, like last year and the year before that, you really didn't have that issue, but now since we're all 12, 13 years old, I don't know, but I think a few people probably saw it because
the documentary,
because for that to be coming up like that, like for it to be coming up constantly.
Yeah, it's being made an issue.
I mean, to go back to the whole, I guess this whole started with the church thing, right?
The weave. And the weave is discussed too because in the documentary.
So where's
you
this
know,
church?
This is in Waco, Texas.
He banned
Well,
weed.
he didn't have to ban it. That's
Yes, a controversial
How you gonna ban
pastor in
something that
Waco is banning
you not paying for?
members. Right.
And I know that weed costs a lot of money. How you gonna ban me? He gonna lose some
Something I
members,
know.
right?
I mean, I get what he's trying to do as far as, I guess, try to instill some kind of self-esteem or whatever. I don't think it's his place, you know, to ban. I mean, that's just me. Of course, people in here know I have a very different view on church and things, so I don't think it's his place. If I know if I was a member there, I'd probably no longer be a member there. If some dude told me, or told me I couldn't wear a certain thing or wear my hair a certain way to go to his church, I'd be like, I'll let you in play. I'm going to a different one. But I just feel like that's kind of like not his place to
he didn't have to
tell somebody what they can wear, how they can present themselves. You're there to tell me the word of God, not tell me how to dress, not tell me how to wear my hair, not tell me who I can date or whatever. You know, you're there to deliver a message from God,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
But remember one thing, you don't go to church to look good. You go to church to learn about Jesus.
Exactly. So that's exactly why does it even matter if I have weave or whatever in my hair at church?
It's a
Because
problem.
here's a prime example. We were at church last Sunday, and we saw this one girl. She was sitting with us, had her hair, and was wearing some tight clothes, and was sitting in front of us. And then you see this one woman. She was walking out. She just had on a nice shirt and a pair of her pajama pants on. And for a minute, I thought she was wearing a blue skirt and.
Pajama pants at church, huh?
No, but I thought she was
What did it
actually
look like?
no. It looked like a skirt though, from far away. But if you saw her up close, she was just had her hair combed nicely, and she had on a blue shirt with her blue matching pajama pants. But as you see, she just got dressed to go to church and learn about
But
God.
and he brought this comment up too about coming to church, come as you are. That's a personal preference. Now, what you brought up to think, say, and do may have been different from the way she was brought up. You know what we will accept and what we won't accept. So that's all personal preference. And weave is a personal preference too, just like Brandon said.
Like weave isn't bad, but
Weave isn't bad, but my wife ain't getting one.
yeah, weave isn't bad, but
I don't.
you have some of my friends talking about getting a sew-in, and some of my friends, for example, they already know about tracks and how to tell if you're wearing tracks and stuff in your head.
Weave
and all
isn't
that
bad,
stuff.
but my daughter's not getting one.
Well, again, it's
Weave
personal
isn't bad,
preference.
but my mama ain't getting one.
Nana doesn't need a weave.
I mean, coming up, the only time
Weave
we
isn't
saw-
bad, but my mother-in-law ain't getting one.
I mean,
Grandma.
we saw, old folks with wigs, because the hair was thinning. They may have been balling in a couple of spots. So, yeah, they
We
got
gonna
wigs.
cut your hair like mine.
So,
No.
to me, the weave and the wig era, I mean, even with the lace fronts and stuff, some of them have gotten a little out of hand. It's the past 10, 15 years has just been crazy with it,
Yeah, but weave
Well-
isn't bad.
Weave isn't bad. Okay, on that note, we're going to come right back. We're going to go to a quick music break. We talking news and views, and we all going to leave here and go get a weave, and we'll be right back on the Industry
Next is
Round.
to talk about hygiene.
Hygiene, okay? We'll be right back with a little hygiene talk, okay?
Braylon has talked about this for 3 days, and evidently it has got to be